Hey everybody, Smart Silver Stacker here, and today I want to share with you a short story and just show you some oddball pieces of scrap that I picked up at an estate sale a couple years ago. There was an estate sale of an inventor or an engineer. I'm not sure exactly what this guy did. When I went to the estate sale, everything that was for sale was in this outbuilding, which it turned out was his laboratory. Now, the thing that had originally drawn me to this sale was that the guy had a lot of books. So at the time I was selling books on Amazon. So I went in, I started scanning all the books. Actually took me the better part of the day to scan most of the books, and I didn't even finish. So the next day I came back, finished up the books, and then started looking around the lab at some of the other stuff that this guy had that was for sale. And there was a lot of kind of obscure equipment. There were different lasers and gauges and antenna and some kind of vintage electronic stuff that had to do with radio. So I think this guy was doing some kind of experiments or with radio and electronics. That's all I know. And a lot of the equipment, although it was in decent condition, it just kind of looked delicate, and a lot of it was older and kind of obsolete. So I didn't really pay much attention to most of it. But there were some big boxes of electrical components, and when I did kind of a quick search of them, I saw that a lot of this stuff was corroded and kind of nasty, but there were a few switches and things like that. And I, did a quick search on eBay and saw, hey, these things maybe have some value. So I offered to buy the boxes. I think I paid like $10 a box. I get them home. I start sorting through them. I find a few things that look worthwhile. They're like switches and stuff like that. They're selling okay on eBay. There's also a lot of like old transistors and corroded wire and stuff like that just has to go right in the trash. But then I come across a bag that says AG on it. And of course, AG is the chemical symbol for silver. And this guy being a scientist, I guess it just labeled some silver components as AG. I saw these things, and I still to this day don't know what these are, but these things were in the bag along with this silver foil, some silver wire, and this silver metal rod. Now, I put this mercury dime here just for scale. These things, I don't know what they are, and they're by far the heaviest of the things in the lot. They're basically just bars, and they have these threaded holes and these indentations here. Now, I wasn't sure if they were silver all the way through, so I put one of them in a vice grip and just cut it up to see if I could see the metal in the middle. But they're not plated, they're solid all throughout. And I actually took these things to a local coin shop near me where the guy had a spectrometer, a gun you could point at a metal and it would tell you the composition. And he scanned the surface of these and it said pure silver. And then he did the bar that I cut too on the middle and it also said pure silver. So kind of confirmed for me that they were silver. I had also tested them, put a graduated cylinder with water, put these in to see their volume, and then I weighed them and checked the density, and it was the right density for pure silver. I asked the local coin shop guy if he wanted to pick them up, if he was interested in buying the scrap from me and maybe trading for some 90% silver or something like that. But he wasn't interested. He said that because he wasn't sure what they were, even though they tested pure as pure silver, he didn't want to buy them. I feel like maybe he had recently been burned, maybe bought some fake silver or something, and he was just being real wary of anything that wasn't coins or anything he didn't recognize. So I took them home and just said, well, that confirmed for me that they're pure silver, so I don't have to trade them out. I guess I'll just throw them in the stack. I am still curious to this day as to what these things are and what they're used for. So if there's anybody out there with a background in radio or electronics or anything like that, and you recognize what these are, I would love to know. Let me know in the comments below. Just a quick story about how I got some weird silver scrap, and maybe somebody out there can help me identify it. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this video, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click that bell icon so you make sure you get notifications anytime I put out new videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Smart Silver Stacker out.